at the confluence of the Three Rivers is Acrisure Stadium. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defenses have been keying on him. With the young quarterback, they think they have put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense tries to do. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers' offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackle.
Just steamrolling the defense. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Fighting off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Virginia Tech's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. The man who will run the offense is Ethan Bruckmeyer. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. The run inside. It's Overton. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds a tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating, and they got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
they got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Bring in the heat. Quick shovel pass. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Running inside, it's Turner. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty. It's not fun. But let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Puts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The run inside. It's Hawkins. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
3rd and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just...
Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Pitt pushing the pace.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Makes the catch, it's Yates. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. A spectacular one-hand grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 1st down. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snares it outside. It's Hicks. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panther!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Lofts one high and deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets open down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think the biggest reason why this team is trailing the way they are is they haven't been able to stay on the field. They've had no success on 3rd down up to this point. Way too many punts, but that time they finally get it done. That's about as good a timing that I think we've seen from the quarterback and his intended target so far in the passing game. And it came at a point where they needed it the most.
Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Heath. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
That's caught. It's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. He's at the sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. So take the touchdown off the board. What a devastating penalty. Pass interference, waving off the pick six. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Past the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down and 10. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
The give to the lone running back.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fakes to grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Give to the back. Finding an escape route. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running inside, it's Hawkins. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They feed him again. At midfield, he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Hokies are marching down the field. They'll run it on the counter. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. The defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Quickly to the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hokies! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Turner. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Off the RPO, complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're dealing with a second and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. And it's good! Guys, just over a minute to go, all tied up. Are we headed to OT? Or are we going to have a great finish?
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment. A lot of this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. Just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The snap sets up the throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left sideline beautifully for the chunk play. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
They get a huge play offensively, and now in this 2-minute situation, you got to think about clock management, right? When are we spiking the ball? We got to be throwing to the sidelines, get guys out of bounds, save some clock. We're trailing, but we've got a chance to win. We just got to be smart with the clock management.
Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Panthers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game, who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example of it right there.
He hurls one deep down the left side. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee.